והיה עקב תשמעון את המשפטים האלה, if you will listen, if you will obey, you will keep these laws. Says Rashi, Ekev, a play on word. Ekev is also a heel of a person. This is referring to the mitzvahs that a person as if tramples with his heel. He views them as of minor importance. So today we tell a story. Two men go to the rabbi. They sit and wait in the waiting room. And one says to the other, what are you here for? And he says, unfortunately I did a terrible thing. A terrible aveira. I'm embarrassed to say. It's so big, huge aveira. And I'm seeking a tikkun. I need the rabbi to tell me what to do to fix it. And what are you here for? He asks his friend. And he says, I also am here for a tikkun. I did a lot of small aveiros. I'm not so worried. I do need to fix them, but I'm not so worried. After all, there are a lot of small ones. And since they are both seeking the same thing, a tikkun, rectifying what they have done, they decided to go in together to see the rabbi. When they go in, the rabbi turns to the first one. He says, so what can I do for you? Why are you here today? And he says, Rabbi, I did a terrible thing. And he tells him the sin that he committed, and I need a tikkun. What should I do to fix what I did? The rabbi looks at his friend and he says, what are you here for? And he says, I'm here also for a tikkun. And this is what I did. And he tells him all these little minor aveiros that he transgressed. I need a tikkun as well. The rabbi looks at them and says, I have a tikkun for you. This is what you should do. Go out to the field. And he turns to the first one, I want you to find the biggest rock that you can find. And bring it here. And he turns to the other, I want you to find a lot of small little stones, put them in a basket and come here. They go outside and they look at each other. This is very strange. This is what we're supposed to do. But this is what the rabbi instructed them to do. So they go to the field. The first one finds a huge rock, barely able to pick it up, and he brings it to the office of the rabbi. The second one picks up a lot of small stones, put them in the basket, put them in the basket, and he comes to the office as well. What should we do next? They ask. And the rabbi says, I want you to go out to the field again. And I want you to throw this rock and these stones as far away as you can. That's what we should do? Yes, that's what you should do, says the rabbi. And the first one, who's barely able to hold this gigantic rock, grabs it, takes it out to the field again, and throws it as far as he can. It was exactly 2 inches away from his feet. It's so heavy, can't throw it away. Can't throw it so far. The other one takes the small stones and starts throwing them, and they go really far. Now they go to the rabbi and they said, what should we do next? The rabbi said, now I want you to pick up what you threw and bring it back here. And they look at each other. This is so weird. What a strange tikkun. But this is what he instructed them to do. So the first one goes out and he finds this big rock. It's very noticeable. It's gigantic. He picks it up and he's slowly able to drag it. He brings it to the office again. The second one tries to look for all the small stones that he threw it. You can't find them. He threw them so far away and there are so many. You can't find those stones again. He comes back and he says, I wasn't able to find them. And the rabbi says, you see, that's the problem. It's never good to commit any sin. But if you committed one big, gigantic sin, at least you know what it is that you need to fix. You know where it is. You can find it. And you can deal with it and fix it. The small, many little transgressions. A little lashon hara over here. Stole a little over there. Said one nasty word over there. So many tiny little things that we do throughout our lives. Go find them now. How can you ever fix them? That is what Rashi says. The transgressions that a person as if tramples over his heel because of he views them as of minor importance. That's going to be very hard to fix afterwards because you're not going to find them. Will you be able to find all the people that you lied to, said lashon hara about throughout your life? Therefore, one has to be very careful. Obviously, we have to be careful not to transgress the big sins and the minor sins as well. We don't really know which is big, which is small. But what we view as minor can become really big if we don't know where to find it in order to rectify it.